I'm gonna make music! I did it!
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
So Homesick is a minimalist techno effort by Matrixxman, also known for God Created the Beat back in 2013. And the album starts off with this 9-minute epic of a track called Necronomicon, which is honestly not a good song at all. It's probably one of the worst openers I've heard on an album in a long time, and I hate to start a review like this, but it's how the album starts. It's just not good. It just borders on crossing over into like the noise genre of music. And not saying all noise is bad, but the entirety of the song just sounds like some really slow, horrible, unsensible build-up to, well, nothing, because the song just kind of ends at 9 minutes, and it just drags on for 9 minutes. So you don't want to listen to that for 9 minutes. But don't worry, because even though the beginning of the album, it's not a good first impression anyway, it does get better. It actually begins at the second track, and it really isn't that bad. The beats are catchy, the various ostinati are catchy and interesting to listen to in their own right, but I think the problem here, and I think this is the problem with minimalist music in general sometimes, is there just isn't a melody. And that doesn't necessarily mean that all music has to have a melody, and there's certainly good music that doesn't have a melody, but the problem here is it just feels incomplete, because you're listening to all this and you're like, this is great, but there's nothing, it just feels like something that would be in the background of something more substantial. So, because of that, it just doesn't feel as captivating. I can imagine this album being something that will be sampled a lot later on, because it really does work well in the background. So if that was like sampled in the background and then you had some guy over top of it either rapping or singing or whatever he wants to do, that'd be pretty cool. But I feel like that's kind of the problem here, is it's just incomplete. And I'm not saying that he didn't, there wasn't more he could have put in, but I think like the entire idea of being minimalist, I think he kind of took away the most important thing about the music, and because of that, it just sounds repetitive at times and not very interesting. But some songs do stand out. Packard Plant is a very industrial vibe to it, and it's very different from what I was expecting. And it's different from a lot of the other songs in the album, and so that particular song stood out to me. There are other songs that stand out too, but I guess it's just not something I would ever come back to, because of its lack of true substance. So that's kind of where it falls. Is it worth a listen? Maybe. So thank you all so much for watching. I kind of forget what number review this is, but it doesn't matter. It's the review of Matrixxman. This is my third electronic review in a row, so sorry about that. We're going to up the variety with the next one, which is coming real soon, by the way, because I'm going to record it right after this one. So there you go. But just letting you know, we're up the quality on the production, because now I have this mic stand. So I'm going to move the microphone closer to me, and then I can talk into it like this, and it's really neat. I'm using it kind of like a boom in this case, and it really actually works better than I thought it would, so neat on that. But besides from me doing better at production, am I doing better? Let me know in the comments, and answer the question below me also. What did you think of the album? Words. There's a subscrooble button over there too, you can hit it if you like.